Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Tuesday Live or our class. People talking, saying that they're classes, which I guess they really are. I've always referred to them as lives. But, anyways, I am Christine Josty of Mail Something Pretty, and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm just going to give it a few seconds to make sure for the live broadcast that it's working and that people can hear me and see me, and then we'll get going to our fun project today. I'm going to make a kit. And so Stampin' Up! Offers lots of great kits, and this is one that I haven't even opened yet, but I'm going to show you. It's absolutely beautiful. So hopefully you can see the beauty through the camera. Sometimes it's always better to see it in person, but it really is, it's beautiful artwork. Hello, Anne. All right, so look at, I even have our shirts on. For those of you who wondering why I'm all excited. Anne is a good friend of mine, and she's a demonstrator in Australia. And she's been traveling, or is still traveling. I'm not sure which. And so it's kind of fun to see that you are with me live. And I'm making the kit that you actually got a preview of. You were with me when I got it. All right, so Kim's here. Excellent. Excellent. So I actually was all planned to show you something else. And as I explained in my email this morning, some things don't always go the way we planned. And we just roll with the punches. So actually, let me check here down to my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Hi, Mary Lou. Let me get the glare off of that. All right. So initially, I showed a couple, made this card actually last week. And no, I think I showed you something else with it. We worked with this sweet bundle for club yesterday, and I can show you the actually I can give you a sneak peek because it's right here. I'm about to film the video. So we actually made this card on club yesterday using this bundle, but the bundle is not available at the moment. So many people loved it that it was actually the first bundle that was unavailable. So I'm postponing this as my product spotlight till either next month or the month after. And I have this really cool stationery box to show you how to make, and that's my tutorial that will go along with when you buy this as a product spotlight. So that will still happen later in the summer. So we just had to kind of pivot or change gears. Hi, Debbie. Oh, I'm glad you're watching live. How do you need it? Oh, this is great. We have lots of people on today. Awesome, awesome. I'm just making sure if there's anyone else on here that I need to say hi to. Yeah, Mary Lou, there's no date yet, so I can't even tell you when it's expected in. So we'll just have to just be patient and wait. So I decided as a quick pivot that I was going to, I'm just trying to look for it in the catalog. I figured we could focus on kits. So Stampin' Up! Introduces 2 kits a month, 2 new kits every month, and they're really getting to be spectacular. So, like I said, we're going to do this one in just a few moments, and it's called Expressions of Kindness, and it's really beautiful. I think you really like it. So it's $23. It makes 8 cards. Which will make up. But just to show you like what happens, I can't find the box that this came with. I don't know what happened to it. But they generally come in a box like this. I probably used it to wrap a gift, to be honest with you. Sometimes you can just put pretty paper on top and you have this great box. So this is a kit from a while ago. I don't even know if this one's still available. But this one makes a wreath. Let's see if it has a picture on it. This one makes a wreath. So they're not all card kits. So, and everything you need comes right in the box or right in the package. And so that's why they're great gifts, because you can, as a kit is the gift, you can just give it, and giving creativity, and you don't need to supply anything else. But in this new catalog, that's the cover. The whole beginning is actually talks about kits. About they're portable and convenient, which they are. You can kind of craft quickly with people, and so it kind of gives a little. Yeah, you can kind of see that. This is this fun one. They make these fun little toys for kids. So some kits are for kids, some are for adults. Those are birthdays. These are more elegant birthdays. This was a huge hit one. If it's not available now, it's coming back on animal cards. And they're all priced really well. Like I said, this one's $23. Sometimes they're less than $20. They're good. Okay, so let's see. Hey, Nancy. So we are going to make this one. The other kit that they introduced in June, which I don't have, it's like they're calling it a travel journal. Like a memory kit, or you know, like not really a scrapbook, but a travel journal, really. And so it's like, it's hardcover. It's like a good thick hardcover, and it opens up, and then you can move all the page. I included the link to the video. You can move all the pages around to the right order, and then some have like pockets and they go different ways, and it's kind of interactive. It was very cool. All right, so all of their card kits come with envelopes. Aren't these beautiful? Like, these envelopes are really pretty, and always they're decorated some way. They're never just plain envelopes. So this, even the white, I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see. Even has a pattern, kind of like linen paper. So those set aside, and then they also have directions. There's always videos too, and where did I put my cup? So like, I'm a better person to follow a video than I am to read directions. So we'll see how I do with this one. But there are colored directions. They used to be black and white, but they are now all color, and it gives you step by step, and even tells you on the back like the coordinating colors. I'm trying to think of there's a QR code. Yeah, so to get the I can't show you because my phone's attached to the camera setup here, but you can scan the QR code, and then that you'll get the video, so you don't have to really search for it. The cardboard, you can use that as a work surface, and then you get whatever embellishments. This one came with a Blackberry Bliss ink spot. Hi, Debbie. Thanks for tuning in. And you get, we have glue dots. Like I said, it comes with everything. Glue dots, little dimensionals. You get a block. So the block, I brought up my D block just so you can see. It's the same size as the D blocks. It's just thinner. Can you see? It's just thinner. But they now have, they used to be, I have the old one. I think that was the old one. It was square. And so now these ones even have the rounded corners. So they're much nicer to work with. So they're just like this, just a little thinner. And this one has some some glittery gems to work with. All right. So here are my directions. They're upside down. There we go. My papers. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? So what you can even do on this, if you wanted to even make more cards, you could cut that in half and use that as a card, like use each side as a card front. But I'm just going to use it as a card, but you could totally come up with your own card designs or alternate projects, sometimes they call it. And this is the other card base. So you get 4 of each. So let's, for now, we're just going to make 1 of each. Put those aside. Those aside. And we have, these are even decorated. These little, these just pop right out. So you can see how this is really good for a beginner. Like, everything's pre-printed and pre-cut. They give you, there's an extra one of these in case you make a mistake. And then these will pop, they just come out really easy. So we only need 1 of that. So there's 4 of those, 1 for each card. And this one has the, I think there's 2 pieces here. Oh no, oh, it's just thick. This is like gold foil. They really are lovely. All right. So those are for the other cards. So this is all we need for our cards. So like I said, it came to the Blackberry Bliss ink spot. And what I would do if I was going to use this one, I would just take my scissors and just kind of cut here and here. And so this whole thing just pops right off. Excuse me. And when you stick, it sticks back on, but it's not like a tight fit. So sometimes what I do is put a rubber band around it or just tape around just to kind of keep that seal, because otherwise it will dry out. But if it dries out, you can just use a re-inker. It's the same ink, these little spots, they call them, are the same ink as the bigger ones. And so you can just use a re-inker. So, and so it's a nice way to build your color collection with these kits too. Same with Paper Pumpkin. So you don't have to buy all the big ink pads. You can just kind of get them with a little, and then you can buy a little re-inker, and then you're good to go. It also comes with it's like a whole spool of ribbon. I think it's 5 yards. It's actually quite a lot of ribbon. Let me just open this up now. I was at my daughter wants to make some pajama pants, so I took her to Joann Fabrics yesterday, or pajama shorts, I should say, with the drawstring. So she figured she'd just use ribbon. And I said, well, we'll just get Grosgain ribbon because that way, you know, it kind of ties easy. And I couldn't believe a whole spool of ribbon was like $10. And it was just kind of plain. So Stampin' Up ribbon is so much nicer and less money than that. So we'll be getting her some Stampin' Up ribbon for her pajama pants. All right, so we get stamps too. So you get your ink, your stamps, you get a block, you get all the papers and the envelope and the directions to make 8 cards for $23. It's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. So this one says, wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Just a note, in this I love, kindly deliver to. So we'll put that on the envelope. They had that same stamp many, many years ago. I think I still have it in a Paper Pumpkin. And I love it. And I add that to some of my envelopes sometimes. All right. So here we go. I'm just going to fold these so you can see this a little bit better on the screen. All right. So it's all like picture directions. So it tells me to use my ink spot to open it, to put on this stamp on my block. And I'm going to stamp it here, and I'm going to stamp it twice. And then I'm going to put this stamp on. I love these directions. And I'm going to stamp right on these flowers. And then I'll stamp a greeting. And it has scissors to cut the ribbon. It tells me to 6.25 inches or 15.9 centimeters. And there's a ruler right on the edge of my directions. I'm telling you, we'll start there. We don't need anything more. All right. Here, I'll use, where'd the block go? I'll use the block that came with it. And I'm going to use the stamp. Oh yeah, Mary Lou. It's from, if I can remember correctly, because it was a kit that I love so much. It had watermelons on it. Had like different layers of watermelons. It was a great kit. All right. So I'm just going to use this one so I don't have to open this one and risk it drying out. I'm just going to use my bigger ink because I have it. Although you got to be careful with Blackberry Bliss because it likes to go everywhere. All right, so I'm going to stamp here. And I'm going to stamp right on top of it. Overlap. I guess I could have turned it upside down. And then if I had a wipe, I would just wipe it. But I actually do I have my mist. But you can use, I think in the video they were showing this morning, you can use a baby wipe. But try not to use those because it's just a little bit of waste. I can use and if I was making all 4, I wouldn't wash it right away. But since we're just going to use one block, take this off and put it down on, I lost the stamps already. How did I do that? All right. Oh, they're there, under the ribbon. I lost them. Put that back there. Okay, and then we're going to take this one. Actually, I took that whole thing off. So now this is the part that goes on top of the flowers. Which the flowers are really pretty just as is. But when you stamp just a little bit more detail, and you see it just kind of brings it a little bit more to life. This one versus this one. So just stamp all on top. Trying to decide. That will be closed. Oh, we'll go this way. Here we go. And I'm going to take my envelope. and stamp the envelope because it's the same. Just to add it up a little bit. That goes off a little bit. So just a little bit something. Okay. Wash this off. Put this back. Oh. I'm telling you, Black Layer Bliss is a lovely color. But look, it gets everywhere. But that's all right. Just kind of use my scrap paper. All right, so I did these 2 steps, and so now we need wishing you the kindest, that was happiest of birthdays, which is a great stamp to have because you want everyone who has a birthday to have the happiest of birthdays. So that's going to go right on top. And I love how this little tag also is, oh, I did it on the wrong one. Good thing they gave me an extra. It just fit. All right, I was going to say this has little decoration on there too. All right. Yep, because they gave me 1 extra tag for each one. All right, I'm going to move the ink away so I don't do anything else with it. And we are going to, it says 6.25 inches. Let's see. We'll just do 6.5. Cut on the diagonal. And this is really nice. It's that woven ribbon. And I'm going to cut this on the diagonal too. Try. Here we go. And we're going to weave that together. All right. Do you see how like anyone can do this? I'm going to turn that upside down. I'm going to put my ribbon on it. And I'm going to put my, to be honest, I would have done that a little bit longer. I want you to see more ribbon. So I'll save that piece for later. I know there's enough because they gave me a whole spool. I'm hoping, sorry, my windows are open, so I'm hoping that the cars going by are not a distraction. I'll make sure I close them next time. It's so nice to have the windows open. We've had so much pollen in the air. I haven't been able to open the windows, so I wasn't even thinking. The cars are loud. All right, I'm gonna do, that seems to be on there. So I just put 2 dimensionals, one on the ribbon and one on the paper. I could do a 3rd one just to make sure. Here we go. And I'll take that off. I'm putting that right kind of where that seam is. Oh, excellent. I'm going to fold that in half. And then we have gems. We'll add some gems. That was not on straight. That's all right. All right, I'm going to use my, actually, I'll use this. So let's see, there's plenty of gems. And these are like kind of champagne colored, not quite gold. I'm just looking, you can even see where they put them. I know sometimes people like to put them exactly where the directions are, so you can copy exactly. Or you could do it your own. Sometimes, like with recipes, I do the first one exactly as what it says, and then I'll tweak it. My goodness. Hopefully you can see the impact. Like, hopefully it's really pretty. There's a lot of shine with the gold, and then you have these sparkly gems, and then the stamping on top of the watercolor really does bring it up. It's really, really pretty. And then with our envelope, we'll do our kindly delivered to. I'm just going to use this block for a moment because I didn't take the other one off. They work up really fast, which is when you need a card and you don't have one in your stash, these kits are perfect. So kindly deliver to, and then I'd write whoever's getting it a beautiful birthday card, and you get the color on the back side. And so that's the same with the envelope. It's really, really pretty. All right, so let's do the next card. So those directions are right here. I really like these directions. They go by pictures. All right, so I have this. Actually, that's the base. And then we are going to stamp the same thing, the same flowers on these flowers. So let me put that back on there. I bet you could even incorporate this into, like, if you had a circle stamp or something, you could use this on other things as well. And then let me look on the other envelope. Oh yeah. I don't even know if I think I actually, now that I'm looking at the cards, I think I picked the wrong envelope, but really it doesn't matter because those match. But I think this card was supposed to go with this envelope, but it really doesn't matter. All right, so we'll stamp this envelope. Oops. I love this watercolor wash. I might have to buy more of these kits because these really are perfect. Now, if you didn't want it to say like birthday, if you wanted it to say thank you or even sympathy, just use your own stamps because you guys, you know you have them. All right, so this one says just a note. All right, I'm gonna stamp the envelope and then I'm gonna take that off so I can use that block. Put this one up here. Wash that off a little bit. I love stamps that say just a note. I put them on my notebooks when I do notebooks a lot of the times. That's how I decorate them. All right, so I'm looking for this one. So I mistakenly put birthday, but I'll save that because I can use it for something. And they gave me an extra, so it was okay. Hi, Bonita. Thanks for joining in. We're just making this fun kit that it does work up really fast and it's really pretty. All right, this one says just a note. So I have this piece, and now what I need to do, where did that gold piece go? And you only need a small space. So this is going to go right on top. And so they give you these glue dots, which they're not my favorite glue dots, to be honest with you, but they're fine. So I'm just putting the, I'm just lifting up the whole circle. And I'm just going to put it on the largest pieces. Actually, I think you only really need two. And then let's see if I can take off the top. Yep, I can kind of lift it off. Just press it down first. I can lift off the backing with my tool here. So that makes it easier than just using your fingers. All right. So this is going to go right on top. That's all sticky. And if it's not lined up perfectly, it doesn't matter because it's really just a highlight. All right. So we stamped that. We put that on. Next page, last page. They are quick. We're just going to put that right on our card. And I'll do that with glue dots again, because then we'll pop up our little greeting. So this is a little easier because there's more bigger space to put the glue dots on. We'll do one more. I'll do it down here, push down, and then Oh, it's so much easier. I like these dots much better doing it this way. They come right off. Okay. So that's going to go right there. Look how pretty that is. And then we're going to do the same thing with our ribbon, which I lost. I think it says probably to cut the same 625, but I actually liked it a little bit longer. So this is the one that I cut 6.25, but I'm going to make it just a little bit longer. And we'll do the same thing. We'll kind of loop it over and just put this. I just want to make sure that I have a little loop hanging over and that it's spread out a little bit. There we go. And I'll just put my dimensionals right on top of it, which makes it easier than I never had luck like gluing down ribbon. Tear and tape sometimes works when you put the tear and tape down and then put the ribbon on top, but this works too, just putting the dimensionals kind of right on top. And I'm going to put this down here because I don't want it to cover that really pretty flower. And then we'll add some gems. Let's see. I'm going to show you exactly where. So I will copy. Let's see, one goes up here, and the larger one. And usually you have leftover gems, so you can use them on other projects. A lot of times they give you extra. Oh, see, they put there just a note up here in the middle. I liked mine down here because I like to see the full flower. So my gems will be slightly different. All right. There we go. So there's that one. Yes, Mary Lou says the gold overlay really makes the project. It really does. This part is kind of a flat gold versus on this, you actually can kind of see both. There's the shiny gold and the flat gold. And then this gold was a separate piece, and it really does. So here they're just gorgeous. So the name of this kit again was called, I forget, I don't want to call you the wrong thing. Expressions of Kindness. I did look it up. It was $23. You make 4 of each card, and you get you get all the, where did they have a Stampin' Up book go? You get matching envelopes, and it's really lovely. I really like it. And then these are stamps I can use again. I can totally use just a note again, wishing you the happiest birthdays again. This is a great background I'll use. Kindly delivered to, I'll use that on my envelopes. And even this funky, like the flower, you can incorporate that into a background. This stuff you can use that for. Oh, you've never tried a kit before, Nancy. It's because you're so creative and you make your own cards. Sometimes you need quick cards. That's what you need. That's what you like. So you can find all the kits. I have a short link, just mailsomethingpretty.com/kits. That will bring you to all the kits. But you can also find them on the website. So like the website, you have a menu bar, and up here, there's like another menu bar. If you just click kits, it brings you right to the kits. It's pretty easy. And you can see all of them. Let's put my face back on here for you. Like I said, the other one they introduced this month is this. It's a really cool journal, like a travel journal. It's for travel. It's not for. It's specifically for travel, but it's really cool. So take a look at that and watch the video. I put the video link in my email today, so you can see that. And if you don't have it, just contact me and I'll send it to you. So yeah, so. I'm really happy with the kit, and especially because I needed something quick to show you because my plans got altered. So another good reason for it. But again, kits are great for gifts. They're good for quick cards or projects, and they are super great for beginners. So if you're a beginner, I would start with a kit. It's kind of like an entry point into card making. It's a good place to be. Oh, good. Yeah, Bonita really likes their kits. They really, I have to say, over the years, they've really stepped them up. They're really, really nice. All right, so what's going on for June is the die and stamp set bundles are an additional 10% off, which makes them 20% off for June. A couple of them are now back ordered or not orderable, but some of them will be back. One of them will be back next week, and most of them will be back the week after. So they'll still be back in the sale month. So that's good news. Oh, shoot. I meant to write myself a note. I said, no, I'll remember it. I don't remember it. Just let me see if there was a nope. I forgot what I was going to tell you. I will. Oh, I know what it was. To go along with the kits, and I put this in the email as well. If you order a kit with me by the end of Friday, I will send you a tutorial on how to make a gift card box. And I actually don't have the box in front of me to show you. I made it a long time ago and I've used them. But it's a cool box that a gift card will fit into, and it's actually on a slant. So when you open the box, it's like raised instead of just flat. It's kind of a cool positioning in it. I'll post a picture of it on my Facebook page for you to see. And so if you order a kit through me, I'll just automatically send you a link for that tutorial as a thank you, kind of like as my product spotlight. So a little bit different. This one is a video tutorial rather than a written tutorial. So that's what I wanted to tell you. So thanks for hanging in there. Hopefully you like the kits. I know sometimes like us demonstrators or those who are expert or are card makers who've been around for a while, we kind of overlook the kits, but hopefully I showed you that they're really great and they certainly have their place even in a experienced crafters repertoire. So check them all out. There's a lot of them, so check them out. All right. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. Thanks. Bye-bye.